Hey everyone, Angelo here, homeless filmmaker in LA. Living in my car for 2 years now. Sprayed my clothes with disinfectant after work. There's still dopes at my, not just dopes, it's like, gotta be deliberate. I don't know what it is. At my job who don't wear masks, and it's also scary. Other places where they don't wear them, I'm like, don't you think like you're going to infect others? First of all, you're probably going to get sick, but then you're going to infect others. Oh, that's a cure for my infection. Oh boy. It's too warm for this sweater. I got to take this off. It always surprises me, that big old hole there. Barely slept last night. I was too upset about everything, terrified every day of getting the Trump virus, but I shouldn't be. I wear the face shield. I try and social distance at work, which is not always possible, but I'm pretty much socially distancing, and like I said, I have my mask and face shield on. Somebody's jogging right up behind me. They're wearing a mask, but even so, roll up. Let's see if I can roll up the window before they get. It's good discipline, jogging with that mask on. Oh, maybe I should leave it up for a minute in case they're awake. That follows through in the air and get to me. I should work out again today. I just did one set of pull-ups and dips. I'm a little sore from doing them yesterday, a couple sets. And I haven't done them in a while since I started my job. And I'm getting up at 1 in the morning, 12:45 in the morning, whatever, to go to my warehouse job. I pretty much just stopped worrying about anything there today. I realized that I'm all worried out. I used up my worry reserves. About being fired, about retaliation, anything. It's just, I don't care. I mean, I'd like to keep the job. I'm a good worker. I try and be as helpful as possible to everybody. Ask how they're doing, all that stuff. Do extra work every single day possible. Meaning, like, if I see, like, someone else's pile of packages is piling up, that pile's piling up, I go over and help out, or I stay later than everybody to help out with stuff. It's funny, I had to stay later because one guy's so lazy, he like misses so many packages and they have to come back around. Oh great, I didn't see that jogger coming. Turn away. For a minute. Still got money for helicopters everywhere in LA. Put on my windbreaker that's falling apart. Look at that hole. I was dissociating a bit today, but what can I do? Just ride it out. It's unfortunate. Not the worst bout I've had. I'm gonna get something out of the trunk of my car. Work, I'm gonna try and start wearing these disposable masks I just got over my fabric mask. Yep, it was chaos and mayhem at work because the hobo was let loose at my job. Everybody was like, ah! It was like that Twilight Zone episode or whatever it was. Like, a monkey's on the plane! There's a monkey on the plane! They said there's a hobo in the warehouse. I was almost going to say White House. There is going to be a hobo when Trump has to leave. He lost like a dog. Got kombucha. Am I losing weight? I have to do a fat pinch test. I don't think I am. This is a little scary. Got to lose more weight. I get these great seafood salads, but there's a lot of beans and rice on them. They're so cheap. They're like $11 at this Mexican place. Seafood salad with salmon, a little shrimp. Oh my goodness, it's good. A ton of spinach, cucumber, all this stuff that's really healthy. But it just, I don't know if it's too many calories or not. That's basically my only meal during the day. My only full meal. Everything else is like oatmeal and shit. And being and working on my feet in a warehouse for 7 hours a day. But I basically used up all my ability to be worried about being fired or retaliated, whatever. I don't think I don't know what what they're gonna want to do if I keep reporting, but what can I do? I keep reporting it. Reported stuff yesterday, reported stuff today, as far as people not wearing masks, including someone whose job it is to enforce mask usage, who knows better. I reported them. I report everybody. I'll report you all. But it's scary in LA. Department of Health said about 1 in 140 people in LA have a Trump virus infection. It is really bad. Over 9,000 a day for the last like 2 or 3 days. Should you shake? No, you should not shake kombucha, right? Do not shake. Swirl gently. I've made that mistake plenty of times. But that's right, a hobo was loose at my job. I was cool about it. I didn't mind. I was like, let the hobo just do their thing. Just relax, guys. It is not a big deal. They're like, oh my goodness, a hobo! Nope, don't do it, you dirty bastard. This thing is gonna foam everywhere. No, it's not. Thank goodness. I hate it when it does that. Kombucha culture, black tea, green tea, kiwi juice, fresh pressed ginger juice, and 100% pure love. Love is very overrated. I don't care about that crap. What happened at work? Well, what did you all expect? Some horrible negative story about homeless people at the job? What were you thinking? It was me. I was the hobo at work. And I just did my job dutifully and above and beyond the fart of duty. Get it? The fart of duty? God damn it, why can't I get this thing to block out the sunlight in the back? So, there. What happened at work? Basically, I did my job. Like, it was amazing. I mean, frankly, people were coming up to me and telling me, Angelo, you are the most perfect person. They were in, fuck, this guy ran by me without a mask on. I just want to turn my face. I'm paranoid all the time. Wait for his wake to fully dematerialize and not breathe much. I know what I should do. I should block out this window too. There. Mask compliance? It's averaging better than before. Still somewhat abysmal, and it's highly inconsistent. And one of the people not wearing a mask at all was a higher up who is responsible for making people wear masks. Specifically, I was told they're instructed to do that. And if they don't make their employees wear masks, I heard they're not supposed to be there in the building. They're not allowed to. Well, they didn't. And they were joking around, dancing, drinking liquid out of a cup. The nerve to sustain their own life while threatening the lives of others. So I reported them. Yesterday I reported other people. I don't know what happens when I make these reports. They just get flushed down the toilet. Hey Tim, if you look up on my channel, you'll find the food bank. It's Community Outreach Center. Look up Flying Over Trout Community Outreach Center. I made a video about them. Also, I mean, if you just look it up on whatever, on a map, Google Maps or something, you'll find it. On Google Maps, I think it's called Community Distribution Center, but it's the same. You put in Community Outreach Center, it's the same place. It's in Sun Valley in Los Angeles, so you'll find it. Real simple to find. Big orange building, and they got a parking lot there. And they always got new stuff. It seems like they got new stuff every day. Right now they got some kombucha, so I wanted to get that. They got a lot of desserts too. I don't get the desserts, but they look good. Just not trying to do that thing myself. So yeah, I reported it today, and they said, okay, we'll forward it to somebody, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I think they're just tired of me. I think it's just white noise to them. I lost all my ability to worry. I was been so worried about, oh my goodness, are they going to retaliate, yell at me or whatever. I think they sort of know by now not to do that, because I kind of pushed back against that when someone did yell at me. And the next day, somebody who witnessed that, another higher up, just came up to me and started talking. I said, I don't have anything to say to you. Or I said, I don't have anything to say. You all tried to pressure me to quit my job yesterday. He acted like he didn't know what I was talking about. I said, I know what I heard. I'm not quitting. I don't have anything to say. And I said, I don't want to be singled out like this anymore. Well, he brought that other person over who yelled at me, and they said, oh, no, that didn't happen. I said, this is not what you said yesterday. And I even brought up some points of what this person said, and then they said, oh, no, that's not the case at all. Well, that's why I try not to argue. You fucking brought it up, not me. If you got in an argument against that, you got an argument against yourself. Hey, I'm doing all right, Perry Roombus. Gonna take my shower in about 2 hours. Hoping I'm still losing weight. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to eat, because now I can't just starve myself all the time like I was before. Now that I'm working a physically, demanding job, it's like I do have to eat in order to not feel really lightheaded at work. But I don't want to pile on too many calories. That's the tricky thing. And I don't have, I can't just go get food easily. I mean, there's 7-Eleven, and also lunch for us is like 6:30 in the morning. So, and it's a 30-minute lunch, and we're in an area where there's no restaurants like nearby, or let alone within walking distance. I mean, they're nearby, but okay, I'd have to either drive to 7-Eleven or McDonald's or Jack in the Box drive-through. So I never feel like driving anywhere. I just sit in my car, eat some more oatmeal, have my whatever little snacks I got from the food bank that are somewhat healthy, beef jerky or something, or walnuts. A date bar with cashews in it. That's helping me go to the bathroom better. I took a nice dump, I think today and yesterday maybe, or the day before. Now that I'm eating raisins and dates and some fruit too. And now I'm having these salads. Oh, they're so good. They're kind of big. That's another problem. I think the portions are too big, but it's so cheap. It's like $11 for a big seafood salad with like salmon, and it's cooked with all these sauces on it and stuff, and shrimp, and I think there was tilapia on it or some kind of other fish too today. And it's got spinach and tomatoes, cucumbers, but it's also got rice and beans. I know those are a bit of calories, so I'm going to try and work out again today and do some writing. Been trying to do that. Now it's just kind of, I don't know, just go risk getting the Trump virus every day at my job, which makes me nervous. And it makes me nervous. I got to wait like 5 days after a possible exposure to, get tested, because you won't know before then probably. So again, I'll go. I'm going every 2 weeks now, anyways. And I really should. Really, it'd be good if I could get tested every day. I'm totally serious. I'm gonna try and keep it to every 2 weeks, maybe every 1 week, especially now. Actually, maybe that's not a bad idea at all. Get it every week. The only bad thing about it would be if it's overkill in that it's giving me anxiety, and it's not going to assure me ever just because I have a negative result, because I could always, get it another time. And I try and social distance at work. I wear my face shield. I wear a mask. I got these disposable masks. I'm going to start putting those over my fabric mask. I try and spray myself with disinfectant after work. That's great, Tim. And the food bank, it's super low prices, man, because it's just basically they look at it and they tell you the donation for everything. And it's not just that they make up the prices. Like, a lot of times they have a system worked out where they decide what things are going to cost, or they'll even have it written in marker on certain things. Oh, shut up, you music lover. Playing music like some weirdo. Click like, everyone. Helps the video out. This is my job too, because my warehouse job does not pay enough. I have not been sleeping enough. Not that it really bothers me. At work, you can't feel tired because I'm just moving around so much. Well, that's not true. I did feel like shit Monday. I slept a lot, but like just under what I needed to really be well rested. That's the worst. If I just sleep 5 hours, I'm fine. But if I sleep like 8, I really need like 9 or 10. And I've made so many endless reports now. I think they're just like, oh, whatever, Angelo's reporting again. Which they should take damn seriously, given how LA and the whole state is shut down. By the way, there's an app now in LA called CA Now. You download it. You don't have to register anything. It's automatically just running. And what it is it'll notify you via Bluetooth. It activates your phone's Bluetooth. It's weird. I can hear, like, even from here, I can hear the sound of my voice like echoing inside this bottle. It'll notify you via Bluetooth if anyone else is in your vicinity and they've tested positive for the Trump virus, and they mark it in their phone as positive on that thing, on that app. And supposedly it's totally secure and stuff. But anyways, I downloaded that. It just came out today. And it would be good if people would use it. The very troubling thing is when people don't know they have the damn Trump virus. Also, I should ask for my $10 back at the food bank. At the beginning of the year, they were saying to shop here, you're going to need to pay a $10 membership for the year. I did it. They pretty much totally forgot about it, and they don't even bother. And the person who signed me up and stuff doesn't work there anymore. All these people who used to work there don't work there anymore. They don't even check membership anymore, I don't think. It's like, what the hell? Why did I pay $10? Come on, man. But seriously, got to be really concerned now. There's like over 9,000 people a day getting infected in LA. And it's not slowing down. Oh, kombucha, fermented tea. I don't know if this crap's any good for you. So how's everybody doing? I'm gonna be doing this hobo thing for a while, I think. Next step, really, I want some rugged jeans. These jeans are gonna tear up. I don't want to go to Target. Where do I go for rugged jeans? Like super thick ones that can stop a chainsaw. The only decent pair of jeans I ever had as an adult were Kenneth Cole jeans that could withstand a lot of tear from and wear from working out in them. And it's sort of similar case because I'm doing a lot of squatting at my job. I try not to bend over, even to read the packages. I look like a monkey sidestepping along the conveyor belt to read packages because I hate bending over. I just squat down and look at them, and I don't even care. At first I felt a little weird. I'm like, well, everyone must be used to it by now that I look like a monkey, squatting around looking at packages. And I've been watching a lot of Kids in the Hall lately. That's been a lot of fun. I loved that show so. I literally, my first short film ever, I was copying Kids in the Hall when I was 17 and shot it on a VHS camera. Same with my second one, I think. I'm trying to even remember what that second little short film or sketch was, but I know it was based on Kids in the Hall. I'm trying to remember now. But I was just copying Kids in the Hall when I was a teenager, shooting stuff on camera. Again, on an actual VHS camera. And I just decided to start watching them again. I'm like, man, I appreciate them so much. They're so funny. I used to tape them after school because I memorized when my favorite sketches would come on. Oh. This says, please note, kombucha is fermented tea that has naturally occurring alcohol. Do not consume if you are avoiding alcohol due to pregnancy, allergies, sensitivities, or religious beliefs. It's actually a religious belief of mine that I should burp as loudly and forcefully as possible. So this is actually, my religion compels me to drink kombucha. I had something else interesting I wanted to say. I can't remember now. And it's not this, but I want to say this too. Frank Serpico, the most famous cop in the world, who stood up against the NYPD. He got shot in the face. He testified against police corruption. He is a fan of my mom now. He's 84. He's on Twitter. I interacted with him where he said something about the police shot a black guy who was walking with a Subway sandwich in his hand. They said they thought it was a gun, and so they shot and killed him. And he shared something about it, criticizing the police. And I said, hey, and I shared it and said, hey, look, Frank Serpico's still talking about police killings and abuse. And he said, yeah, they're still, doing it, like, and they're still lying about the time I got shot 50 years ago now. And then he started looking at my Twitter profile. He saw my Angelo's Mom's Cooking Tips video that I had pinned to the top of my Twitter profile. He liked it. He responded saying something like, I like your mom's style, but I do my own cooking. I learned from my mom just measuring everything by sight. And he direct messaged me saying, tell your mom no fresh garlic is a felony, LOL. And I said, thank you so much. Hey, I appreciate it so much. I really admire your courage, and this made my day. And I told my mom she really appreciated it. And she told me to tell him, which I did. When he said that I learned from my mom, my mom said, oh, tell him he learned from the best. So that was really cool, and I'm glad he's still around. All right, this is going to be a piss jug later. These seem fairly healthy, I guess. Sprouted organic flaxseed. I mean, how healthy? I don't know, but it's like a bunch of fiber. Dietary fiber, 5 grams in a serving. It's just little like chips, just like this, but of flaxseed or whatever. So I try and, blast out my colon with that stuff. The old man from Annandale? Who the hell is that? Oh, me. Yeah, right. I forgot for a second. I'm from Annandale, or I would live there for a while. Yeah, I really hope my old landlord, Debbie, is miserable through this pandemic. And that nobody's paying her rent, which I don't think is the case. But I think maybe people weren't paying for a while, but she's probably demanding payment now. Somebody really should look into that, I think. Make sure she's doing things legally. If not, put up some money for a lawyer for whoever lives in that house now. You gotta follow the law. That's how it is. Great. Now they're blasting whatever you call that. I don't know. Accordion, ranchero music. Which does not. I know it sounds sort of like it's like happy, and same with I don't know how to describe. Like I don't know what genre it is. It sounds like a synthesized sound of someone's hand rubbing on a balloon. There's a certain type of music that has a lot of. It doesn't sound happy to me. It sounds stressful. It causes me stress. It's like that. That's not a relaxing sound. That sounds like something like I'm supposed to be on alert for something around me. Oh, that's a relaxing sound. Hey, how long can you actually blow a car horn? It's got like gas in it or something, right? That lets you blow it. How long can you do it? If I just sat here and blew my horn at this car for like 20 minutes, could it do that? LAPD cop around. Fuck you, man. What are they doing? They're not following any crime. They're just having a joyride. Just want a little joyride around LA. So how about it? How's everybody doing? I just want to fucking survive this. Try and stop myself and other people from getting the Trump virus. I almost called it the Trump virus in conversation. I forget who. I think maybe with my mom, but somebody else as well. I think I was talking to him and almost accidentally called it the Trump virus because that's what I call it all the time now. But I imagine it's tough for a lot of people, and now the Republicans are saying only going to willing to push through like a $600 stimulus for people, and no unemployment insurance additional funding, and also protections for corporations from liability for not protecting people from the Trump virus, which is unconscionable to me, unacceptable. Someone look into how long you can lay on a car horn before it runs out of gas. Here we go, more music. Oh no, they skipped a track. Picked another one. Yeah, the guy's singing about being very happy right now, but it's a stressful sound to me. And especially that singing, like yelling, like it. It's like it's something. Should I be alarmed by something right now? You sound like you're alarmed by something. Why can't everyone be like me and just humiliate these musicians by not buying their music? I'll check your comments once my lotioned up hands dry. I can't believe I've been up since 12:45, whatever, 1 this morning. Damn it, it's been a long day already. It's noon or something, and I'm already like, oh, it feels like 9 o'clock at night. How do you tell the difference between all these tracks this person is listening to? Everyone is accordion jumping around the doom, 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 doom. The bass or beat. They skip to another track, it sounds like. It's the same fucking thing. Yeah, you can see me. Alright, are my fingers not too wet? Whatever you call it. Yeah, no stimulus checks. Oh, a horn is electronic, not air? Oh, nice. So I can just do it as long as the battery lasts. I'm doing all right, Mike. Actually, I'm doing reasonably well. I've got a job now. I'm working 7 days a week. Not an exaggeration. I'm the hardest working person to ever live. I am pretty much daily reporting non-mask wearing among people at my job. And I really wish they'd have like weekly meetings emphasizing just how quickly the Trump virus is spreading. Like last week in LA, there were more infections than in all of the month of October. And people still take down their masks, even the ones who say, yeah, man, this is serious. You got to protect yourself. And then they take it off to eat and joke around with their coworkers. It's like, why are you even wearing it then? And I report it, and nobody wants to enforce the rules. And people are assholes and apparently not concerned about other people's lives enough to wear masks, or they'll deliberately pull down their masks, including today a person who is responsible for enforcing other people wear masks. This person did not have a mask on at all throughout the morning that I saw them. I mean, they had it below their chin. It's like, how do you not think that you could get people sick? So I reported them. And I just don't think they take any of this seriously, or it's not that serious for them. I try and I try. It's been almost a month. But at least now I'm like, well, I don't care what happens. If they yell at me, if they fire me, I mean, I'll be mad about it, and I would see if, that was, first of all, it would be unethical, but also, I'd still speak out against it. But I just stopped caring as far as like, oh, I had such anxiety about being fired. It's like, I don't think they're going to try that hard to, well, I don't know. I can't say that. It's good. They're fucking leaving. Oh no. Looks like they're going to make a U-turn. Some guy. Crappy Mercedes SUV. That's how you know he has terrible taste in everything in life. Where's he going? No, he's not making a U-turn? Go fuck yourself and stay away. What the hell was I saying? Yeah, anyway, so whatever, I don't know. I report it, and I think by now they know, like, I'm just trying to do the right thing. I don't know. Well, that's the thing. I don't know if they really know that. I don't know what they think. I bet I'm sure they'd fire me if they could, if there weren't laws against it. Ah, shit, the person's backing up closer to me. Now they're turning, and they're leaving. That's right, go terrorize some other person with your crappy music. Your horrible taste in music. What did they do? What did who do? How do I eat with a mask on? I go to my car to eat. I don't eat around other people. I don't ever take my mask off at work except before lunch when there's not as many people in the warehouse, and I'm usually at least like not even just 20 feet away from people. It's more like 40 feet away, and I still walk away, turn my back to everyone, stop, and I'll drink very quickly and then put my mask back up and face shield back down. And after lunch, I generally don't drink anything because there's too many people around. And I've heard, the Trump virus, it can travel by the air. I just saw a thing from South Korea saying people got it 20 feet away from others because it was downstream of them. So I don't even bother getting my water after lunch. I just try and, once I eat and stuff, I'm pretty good anyways. It's not like I get terribly thirsty. And we usually do get a break after lunch, a 10-minute break somewhere in there. So I will drink something in that break. I'll go out to my car and drink something and maybe eat a little something else. Face shields should be, and they're a little pricey. They're like $4 each, but I'm thinking about getting some and trying to hand them out at my job. I actually asked this old guy at my job about it because I asked him, "Are you worried about the Trump virus?" He's like, "Well, yeah, I said, "You ever want to wear one of these, a face shield? Because I have an extra one." I didn't tell him I had an extra one, but I have an extra one. I would have given it to him. And he's like, "No, it hurts my head." I'm like, "Wait, are you serious? Like the kind with the sponge?" Because this is really comfortable. Like, I don't even notice it throughout the day. It is so comfortable. And he's like, yeah, that's it. I'm like, I don't know if I understood that right. I mean, he speaks mostly Spanish, but I was understanding him fine. And like, I was speaking very clearly. I was saying, uno como esto con esponja, with a sponge. Like up here, it's like, yeah, it hurts my head. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe he's got a sensitive head. But I'm thinking maybe I should just hand out face masks at my work. It would also serve well to embarrass my managers, like, hey, I'm looking out for people's health more than you by handing out face shields. Did I say masks? Face shields. Maybe I would do that, yeah, because I think that's the only way to sort of get anything done is sort of like upstage them at their own job. Like, all right, I don't have authority to enforce the mask rule, but for those of us who want to protect ourselves, do that and, get the goodwill of everybody there. So, like I said, a little pricey. Like, even 5 of them, 5 times 4, $20. It's a bit much right now. Fortunately, it's nowhere near as bad spending $20 as it was before I had a job. At least I'm making steady money, but everything's so expensive. I got so many bills to pay. And even my car, I got the oil change. I gotta get motor oil because it does burn up a little oil. I gotta do all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, it would make them look bad. That's also why I'd want to do it. That's the only way to sort of force people to do things sometimes, is like go out of your way to like almost hurt yourself to do things that they should be doing. Thank you. What the hell's your name? I'm trying to read it. Oh, Angelo, Angie? No, it's Angelo. Perry says, okay, you're good Samaritan. Thank you. I appreciate it, yeah, and I'm trying to help other people, even if they don't want help. Like the person today, this person who knows better, and it was unconscionable how they were around other people without a mask. And this person, by the way, yesterday told someone, one of their employees, hey, also remember to wear masks, okay? The person that this person was telling, person A, the manager, and person B, the employee, the person A was saying, hey, remember to wear masks too, while this person A was saying something else. Person B was looking at them with their mask that's too big for them, sagging down under their mouth, which is how they wear it all day, every day, except towards the end of the day when they just take it off and leave it hanging off one ear. They're doing that every day. To me, it's almost like hostility towards others. And it also makes you less protected, because masks do offer some protection. The Trump virus can get caught because it doesn't just travel by itself. It travels on your saliva, or however they explain it, the droplets. It can be aerosolized too, which means it is just in the air, and that's a little scary. But the face shield offers more protection too. Nothing's perfect, but like I said, I just try and keep my distance from people. And I go out of my way to do that. And if they got to walk through, I just try and let them by, let them, stand back and say, hey, go ahead. Because, it can get kind of cramped. But anyways, I'm doing the right thing. I know that. But this person, they know better. So they were saying, oh, remember to wear a mask. And today, it's like hostility. It's like they were joking around, dancing, drinking liquid. How dare you sustain your own life while you're threatening the lives of others? So I reported them, and I said everyone who had contact with them should wait 5 days and get tested for the Trump virus. So we'll see if anything happens. Probably not. I really don't expect anything. Because this person was supposed to be enforcing it. Yeah, this isn't a place for trolls, whatever your name is, so it's not going to work, whatever you're doing. And in the meantime, just trying to stay focused on the film stuff, writing, which I'm not doing a ton of, but a big part of what I'm doing is just getting through my dissociative disorder. Farting helps. Um, oh, whew, man, that one smelled. And just sort of letting the story ideas, work their way through me along with this dissociative disorder. And I'm trying to save money to get some film gear, and I got to do something to accelerate my income. So part of that's going to be getting some better film gear. It's not just a camera. Anybody can get a nice camera, and you really don't need that powerful of a camera or expensive to look really good, to make footage that looks really good. You need to understand how to create a sequence and how to use lenses and light and actors, and all that's tough too with the Trump virus. God damn it. But getting some of that would help in two ways. One, to use it on my own channel along with a new laptop, editing software. And then I'd have to see, like, what am I going to do? I got to save up for all this stuff and probably get a storage unit, a climate controlled storage unit, which is a little pricey. It might be around like $200 a month or so, maybe more, I don't know. But it's cheaper than a room. And and either rent an office as well, or, well, I don't know. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. I still got time to decide, but basically, it would be good to have some gear, maybe some lights, sound gear, so I could get work on productions. Now, a lot of film work, even in LA, doesn't pay much or at all, but still it's good to even get free work. But the other thing is just to be able to use it on my videos and have extra money to make videos. I got some ideas, stuff I want to do. So that'd be good too, because just working at a warehouse, even if I saved every dollar, after a year, it would barely be anything, like, as far as, like, film goes. That's true. Renting an office will give room to shoot, although it depends on the type of office. If it'll be private or not, that's more pricey, and, well, it's like, well, would I just want my own room? But I don't know. I don't know if I would. I don't want roommates. That's the other thing. I do not fucking want roommates. Can't stand them. So it's like, I'd rather be homeless. And just try and accelerate my income. Like I said, make more money with YouTube and working on some type of film sets, and hopefully maybe there will be an end to this pandemic. If everyone wore masks, we could probably end it very soon. But people don't want to, as evidenced by my job and the fact that 2 days ago, I think it was 2 days ago, we got notified of another person who had a positive Trump virus test. That's 4 in the last month. That's since I started working there. Before that, on the day of my orientation, I asked the person training us if people have gotten it there, and that person said, yeah, 2 so far. But it was they got it outside here. It wasn't because of anything, like, it was spread in here. 2 for I guess the whole pandemic. I don't know how long that person's been there, but I can assume a while. Maybe not, since they're training me. Excuse me. And 2 for the whole entirety of the pandemic, possibly the pandemic, and now 4 immediately after that. And so, as much as they may be brushing me off and ignoring me, which some of them definitely are, I think somebody deep down has got to know that they could potentially lose like half their employees, even if, best case scenario, they don't have symptoms and they're back in 2 weeks, for 2 weeks. And that would just shut down the warehouse. Yeah, rent strike. You're right, and yeah, I enjoy being homeless too in a way. I mean, yeah, there's tough things about it, but right now, like, it's to my advantage. I'm not around roommates. I don't have to deal with arguments or anything, being trapped inside with everybody. I don't have to deal with a landlord. I'm saving my money. Um, this job doesn't pay anywhere near enough, and it's going to pay even less after December because I'm probably going to be back down to 5 days a week. I really hope I can get 6. I'm going to try. Right now, the last 3 weeks, I've been working 7 days a week. I want every dollar I can get. All the problems with my body hurting and stuff pretty much went away. I guess it depends on the day. Sometimes it can be bothering me more than others. It really helps that I'm working out. I think that helps my joints and muscles more. And I try and eat adequately. Probably a little too adequately, you know what I'm saying. So, right now, it's like I don't need a home for anything. I'm not going to have much of a social life while we're not supposed to meet with people. It would be great to go to events and stuff again. I miss going to Sunspace. If you go on my community page for my YouTube channel, the last post I made was, I believe, an interview with the owner of Sunspace, who let me basically use that as an office for 6 months during the pandemic. He was so nice to me. And his son, Gaia, and Gaia's wife, Elsie, and they did an interview about Sunspace. That was just a fun interview for like an hour, and they put it on YouTube. And follow the YouTube channel and follow their Twitch channel. That's where they live streamed it originally, because they're going to keep doing shows. But now Gaia, the son, is going to take it over. And Gaia gave me my shoes, by the way. These shoes right here. Finally, I had a pair of shoes, Skechers, that fit me. So check that out. Episode 14. How old are you? Oh yeah, I can't get an apartment. It's going to be ridiculous to try. I might be able to get an absolutely horrible one with horrible parking and horrible neighbors and walls cracking and flooding. But that would be like 1,000 a month. I don't care. I don't need it, and it would stress me out. And then I'd still have a landlord. I don't want a landlord. I'm beating this system. But rent strike. Yeah, that is a serious. Maybe they're. I don't know if they're taking it seriously. Like I said, but what you're saying, someone is going to get fired when someone dies from this virus. Well, I don't know if they would or not, because also they might say, well, they got it outside of work. We can't control that. Although I still say that they should be responsible for educating people every week, if not more than that, to make us feel like a team, make us feel like we're responsible for one another's well-being. I know I'm lying back right now, but I'm just tired. It would be good to update people like, hey, everyone, yesterday over 9,000 infections in LA, 1 in 140 people have it. So that means in this warehouse, it very likely is here already, and we have to protect each other in case we have it and don't know it. We have to get tested regularly. Like, we're depending on each other. It only works if everybody does it. It does not work if one of you don't do it. That would be nice. Have a little solidarity, you know? Educate us. Don't just leave us to, like, whatever. Just go in, crap out your work and leave. Because that would educate people too as far as why you should do that after work too, is social distance, wear masks. But so I don't know if they would be fired if someone died, but I straight up asked two higher ups, that when they were arguing, or one of them was arguing with me, the other was just silently witnessing it. Should have stepped in and said something. But I said, is anyone here prepared to accept responsibility if someone dies? They just did not care. They just kept going in the conversation or the argument. Goodbye. Um, Goodbye, episode 14. So they don't take it seriously now. They're expecting people to just wear masks on their own, and if they don't, oh well. But I don't know. I mean, they may get a wake-up call in terms of, yeah, somebody getting seriously sick, not just at the job, but in their own families themselves. So we'll see. I mean, it's inevitable, basically. I mean, I'm just doing my best to keep myself uninfected and healthy. Oh boy, I am beat. 1:38 in the afternoon. It feels like 10 o'clock at night. Excuse me. Just grinding out a little bit of money at a time, working as many hours as I can. It's funny. Now this I truly don't care about, but it was kind of funny. This one guy, he looks so sad at work all the time. You can tell he like, I don't know. It's not nothing derogatory, but that like I don't know. How do I say it? Outside of work, he must not ever want to put up with, drudgery like this. But I don't know. I don't know that. I can't say that about him. So that's not really. I couldn't. It's not really fair. All I know is he just seems like sad, young guy, like sad as hell at work, like always like this sad dog look on his face, like, leaning against walls and stuff. And today it was funny. It's like we had like another 20 minutes of work, and I wasn't going to say anything about it, but we had another 20 minutes of work because he missed so many packages. When people miss packages, they have to be loaded up and put back around to the beginning of the conveyor belt, and then everybody else has to sort them out at the end of the day if nobody got them throughout the day. And that may have happened more. This guy missed like 100 packages or something. He was just so miserable and sad looking. Like, I got to do it sitting up straight. Okay, that's not sitting up straight. It's like, I don't care. It's not risking anybody. He wants to miss a bunch of packages. Oh, well, I mean, I don't like having to see somebody around me looking so. I don't want to be here. But, that's part of, I guess, being young. And even though there's a lot of young people at the job, but whatever. Like I said, that I won't say anything about at work because I don't care. Doesn't matter. Makes no difference to me. In fact, it's kind of better because I got a bunch of extra work at the end of my shift. And my boss, I have like 100 bosses, but my boss knows that I always want extra work. So he didn't even ask this time. He just told me do this. I'm like, yeah, sure. Excuse me. So how's everybody doing? Nobody answered that. I demand answers. I demand satisfaction. I will be satisfied. How's everybody doing? I really want to know. I'm genuinely interested. I'm still so glad I'm in LA, not in Virginia. It's warm here during the day. During the night, it's not like brutally cold. Too cold to shower, but not horrible to be. I still exercise at night, when I wake up. See mountains right down the street. I don't even know how you get up those mountains. I see a bunch of homes up there. Yeah, but it's really cool being out here. just woke up looking for a job. Not like that, you're not. You gotta wake up earlier. I get up at 1 in the morning. And so that's when you gotta get up. Look for jobs. Make phone calls then. Show you take initiative. You'd be like, yeah, I know I called you at 3 in the morning. Well, look, I get up early. Excuse me. But it's tough trying to get work now. Oh, I got all choked up. Trying to get work now. So, you know, it's good and bad thing. If they were really on top of this mask wearing issue, it would be all the difference at this job. But instead, that's okay. I have to be the chosen one who gets people to act on this, even though they're acting on it anywhere between 0 and 60% of the time. Depends. Every day is different. Excuse me. Oh, you're a mechanic fixing cars, huh? 8:43 a.m. Where do you live? You must live in a different part of the world, different country. Everyone, look up. Where's it 8:43 in the morning right now? If it's 1:43 here, you must be in what, Australia? I don't know. Excuse me. I'm sure they appreciate it that I'm working 7 days a week at my job too. I don't know how many other people are doing that, if anyone. Most people are working 6 days a week now. You are in Australia. I knew it. I have a gift. Which part of Australia? Excuse me. These shoes I got though, they're already starting to crack open. So it's like, damn, I'm gonna need to buy new shoes in a couple months. I wanted these shoes to last for 6 years. But what kind of I can't wear my boots anymore at work. They hurt my feet too much. They're too heavy. I don't need them. What kind of sneakers should I get for a warehouse job? I guess Skechers, right? Just Skechers or New Balance. But even New Balance,